Closing up shop here on Overtime. Last thing we'll talk about is an interesting storyline coming out of the college football world. The College Football Playoff Committee meeting, and there's been nothing official that's been out, but one anonymous Power 5 athletic director said there is movement to 12, going to a 12-team playoff format. Number one, let me ask you, if you like it, and if you do, explain why. But if you don't, explain if you like something better, if you want the playoffs to expand at all.
Well, two things. I think more teams is always good, but you're still going to have the same amount of whiners and complainers because somebody's going to be left out.
Right.
And it's going to be the smaller schools, which always seem to get the attention when it comes to teams that are overlooked. And there's a lot of mediocrity in some of the big conferences that you don't want to see get breaks. You want to see it go to legitimate teams that maybe had a bad break early in the year, an injury, and you don't want them to be automatically out of it if they lose one game or two games early on. So I'm in favor for that, and hopefully they'll be able to come up with a number that works. I think 12's good. I think probably 16's better because then you have an even amount of games. Guys play the same, teams play the same amount of games. I don't think a bye is really going to help at this point. You might as well just throw everybody into the fire. So we'll see what happens.
I like 8. I think that's the number right there. 8's a good number, I think, that they go to for the playoff. Of course, we'll talk about that.
Not enough money in 8, though.
Exactly. You have to have more to get more cash in. That is our program for this week's show here on Overtime on WOTM. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you coming up on Monday. Thank you so much to John and Mark for being in the house with us this week.